Come on, everybody. You know, this is what's messing with the scientist's head concerning quantum physics. Normal physics is easy. An apple falls from a tree. We have a law. There's gravity. They always fall down. And you can begin to deduce certain things and find certain patterns and then write down theories and theorems. But quantum physics is a whole nother animal because it deals with things that aren't seen, that become real according to each individual who desires something to be made manifest. Which means there's no pattern because the patterns are all individual patterns. And that really messes them up. In other words, the parameters change constantly according to who's focused on receiving from an unseen world. But physicists are finding that the moment a human being gives focus to that which is not seen, particles begin to amass and wait for a declaration, for an assignment, for a reality to be created. And this is what they're finding out. And it really bothers them because things actually happen, but they can't put it together how it happens, and yet we've been operating in this forever. It's called faith in God. While we look not at the things which are seen, but we look at the things which are unseen, for the things which are unseen, or things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are unseen are eternal. In other words, the eternal value and the particles, or the anointing, the substance of God from the other world, needs somebody's focus for it to come into being, because when you begin to act and believe and you're focused, things materialize. That's why Jesus said it's about a single eye. A single eye. Because when your eye is single, when your eye is focused. Now, what about the world we live in? It's a multitasking world. Come on, I've got ribbons to prove that I'm a great multitasker. Well, all you are is someone who is a mile away from manifesting something from God. It's the antithesis. Yes. So to be a multitasker is the exact opposite of how you get something from God. Because to get something from God, you only need one thought in one moment with focus. And you see it, you believe it, and your heart reaches out and grabs it. And it pulls it into this world. And the other world, even the physicists and the scientists are saying when someone's focused, he literally creates particles from an unseen world. Well, we know where that world is. It's God's world. Now, there's all kinds of people that are doing stuff like this without it even being God. We know a young lady that a friend of ours, and she roomed or was roommates or whatnot with this young gal out there at Rhema who kind of, went sideways as far as her faith is concerned. But she's a self-made millionaire. And she's watched it. She'll say, let's just manifest $25,000. And they'll get in a place of focus, and she'll see it, she'll meditate on it, she'll imagine it, and she'll command it to come. And she believes in it. And money comes like you can't believe. Well, how's she do that? How's she do that? It's because there's principles. Whether they're worked by a sinner or by a son or a daughter of the king, there are principles. Principles of faith, principles of belief, principles of being a human that has the capacity to imagine a thing and call a thing to you. Brother Hagin said for years, he said, if you don't like where you're at today, go back to checking up on what you've been believing, what you've been speaking, because you created it yourself. I did what? Yes, your believing created the world that you're in. Well, I don't know that I like some of the things that I'm dwelling in. Well, those are the things that you must believe in. Well, I don't know that I do. You must, because they're still around. You got to always go back to principles. Deuteronomy 30, verse 19, don't have to turn there. But that's Moses talking about what? Through the voice of God saying, I set before you today life and death, blessing and cursing. Choose life that you may live. Now wait a minute. He didn't say that blessing and cursing and life and death have a choice. He said you're the only one with the choice. Like you sit down after going through the buffet line, and you've got 5 inches of food on your plate, and someone goes, holy smokes, and you can't say, I didn't do that. I didn't put it there. I don't know how it got there. I just walked through the line and everything just jumped on. I mean, I'm a victim. I can't even believe you're thinking that I did that. No, you did that. You did that. The roast beef and the ham did not jump on your plate. You put them on your plate. And that macaroni and cheese that's piled 4 inches high, you put that on the plate. Did you not notice that the worker had to come out and exchange another pan because you ate like half of it? You did that. You did that. You did that. You did that. We'll see that's the same principle. Life and death, blessing and, well, I would never choose death. I would never choose a curse. Well, we do it by not choosing the blessing. And we agree all the time with things of the earth and things of the world.